You're going to edit this, right?
Yes, I'm so sorry. Welcome back to the second season of A Girl Business Podcast. I'm your host, Shelby. And this season is going to be really special because we are actually throwing an expo at the fairgrounds this August, Women of Plumas County Expo. So some of our guests this season will actually be vendors for the expo, including Michelle. And our first episode is really unique because we're actually doing a dual filming.
Yes.
So Michelle is launching her podcast today, and we're launching second season of Girl Business Podcast today. So without further ado, that's a summary for season 1. Now we're at season 2, and we have Michelle with us, our first guest, and she is a wellness and grief coach for her business, Strive to Thrive, and her podcast is Hot Mess to Thriving Success.
Yes.
So I'm really excited. We're BFFs on Facebook, but I don't know a whole lot about her journey. I know some, right? We see some of each other on Facebook, but I don't know the whole story. So I'm excited to hear the whole story, how you got to doing what you're doing today. You also have the grief support group for the local women, which I think is amazing. It's an amazing resource to have. So I think you're doing great things.
Thank you.
So start at the very, very beginning. Paul is making the world's loudest espresso in the background. There's no door in the studio, but he should be quiet any moment now. So sorry about that, but take us as far back as you want to go, your journey, how you ended up here and doing what you're doing, and now you're a podcast girl.
I know.
So cheers. Welcome to the world of podcasting.
Yes. Cheers. Thank you. Where do I begin? 3 years ago, I had an opportunity to get into learning about health and wellness and life coaching. And I think one of the things that I loved most about it is not only did it change my life, but it helped me to be able to learn how to listen to people and to talk to people and help them to be able to draw out what's going on with them. And I resonate a lot with people. I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, and I really just want to help women, especially with domestic violence. It is such a life-changing experience when you get into a relationship with somebody, even if they don't hit you. It's that coercive control. And so I think the main reason why I got into coaching was to be able to build a program for domestic violent victims. And when I went through it, I had to figure out how to live, how to be a single mom, how to balance a checkbook, how to do all of those things. And I've noticed that since I've been working with victims, there isn't anything that transfers them into the what's next when they don't have that support anymore. And so then the coaching just kind of took a ricochet effect from there. And I lost my husband and my sister 7 years ago. And I spiraled really bad. And coming out of it now, I don't want anybody to go through what I went through. So through this coaching ricochet effect, I just kept going to school and learning more. But I became a grief coach, and it's more of like a life coaching. So I have a grief coaching support group. And instead of just sitting around and we're talking about our grief, women are coming, they're talking about their grief, and they're learning about little things that they're doing within their grief, or, like how people talk to you that, they're in a better place, or these things, how to internalize. Once society says that grieving needs to stop and you need to move on with your life, you put on a mask and you meet society's expectations, but inside we're like dying. And so this grief coaching support group gives people life coaching skills on how to integrate their grief into society and be able to live healthy and happy and not feel guilty and reach their goals.
Which is a really unique approach for a grief group.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Have you attended other grief groups?
I did. I think it was too soon, but I did. And it helped a little bit, but it was more based on, let's journal and let's just sit around and talk with about our grief. But when I left, it felt good at the time. And journaling, I'm a big journaler anyway. But when I left, I didn't know how to incorporate the grief into my life. And so, I used alcohol and worked a lot just to stay numb. And then I would go to the grief group and then I would leave and I would feel a little better. And it was just this ricochet effect. So I feel like the approach that I use is more of a healthier and um, a positive approach.
Yeah. Like you're getting skills out of it.
Yes.
You're not just, I don't want to say wallowing in your grief because that sounds
Yes.
very rude, but it sounds like other groups you talk about it and then it's like, okay, thanks for sharing. Have a good night. But
Yes.
it's like, this gives you tools.
Yes.
Which is great.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were in domestic violence. You got out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the journey between that and, hey, I think I want to start a business? What was that journey?
I have no clue. It has taken on, it's like a wildfire. It's just taken on its own thing. I literally never even considered coaching. And it just like all of these opportunities just keep coming up for me. And as I am growing and learning how to, like, I've never lived by myself, just learning these simple things, all these different little opportunities keep coming up for me. And I feel like that it's making me a better person, that I can relate to other people better. And I don't know, just help them to be successful. I don't know if there's like a one set thing that set this off. I think it's a ricochet of everything in my whole entire life that has built me up to be where I'm at right now. And now I can give back.
So what does it look like? Like if you have someone who wants to come to you and say, okay, I think I want coaching, what does that process look like?
I will meet with them first and we'll just talk and I'll find out what their goals are, what they're struggling with, where they, what things that they're stuck in. And we just have a conversation and then we decide if we're both compatible together. If it's something that I can't do, I'll either refer them out to somebody. If it's like a mental health issue that I legally cannot help with, I'll connect them with them, or I'll find a coach that will be better suitable. And then we just start sessions. And basically, I do what's called a client led. I do have different types of programs that are transformational programs. I have like sugar busting programs and weight loss and money, but the general is a client led coaching program. So each week or bi-weekly, however the client needs, we'll meet and you will tell me what you want to get out of this session. And I ask questions that help you to dig deeper and get down below the surface and find out what the root causes of whatever it might be that you're struggling with. It could be so simple as, you want to read a book at nighttime. I use this example a lot because one of my clients, she wanted to read and she had a ton of kids. And so it was just simply setting up a nighttime routine for her to be able to have 10 minutes after chores and kids and homework and everything was done, and helping her to see what little areas that she needed to, maybe turn off the TV sooner or whatever it took. And she finally reached that goal.
So small changes that make a big difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I call it one win at a time. So if you look at goals, society thinks that it's a straight shot. We're here and here's our goal and it's a straight shot, but it's actually like, and you have to adjust to it. And people give up because they don't learn. There are no mistakes. So if something didn't work, then they think, oh, it's not going to work. And then they give up. And it's just learning how to, okay, what did I learn from this? Because I set a goal too high to maybe walk for 7 days a week for an hour every day, but you can only do one day for 15 minutes and they think that's a fail, but it's not. And how did you learn from that? And then you start reaching your goals better.
So, at what point did you say, okay, I think I want to, because it's a school, right? Like, at
Mm-hmm.
what point were you thinking, okay, maybe I should go to school for this? Or how
Mm-hmm.
did you find the school? I'm really interested in how that journey differs from, because, like you said, it's not therapy,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's
Mm-hmm.
not like licensed therapy.
Yes.
So, what is that journey like and some of the differences, maybe?
I was given an opportunity through my job at the domestic violence. I was working with somebody doing grief recovery, grief work, and she had asked me, "Have you ever considered being a coach?" And I was like, "A basketball coach, a sports coach." And so I just started researching it and learning more about what it was. And then I stumbled across an online course, the Health Coach Institute, and it was very expensive and I couldn't afford it at the time. But I thought, you know what? I'm just going to jump off the bridge and take the leap and I'm going to do it. And I did it. And I went through this, and it was a year program. And it started out with the health portion, and then it ended with the life coaching portion. And I just learned about nutrition and sugars and all these weight loss, all these different things. And then in the life one, monies and careers and stuff. But what I chose to do was take it and apply it to my life as if they were my coach and I was the client. And it changed me. And then I graduated from there, got my certificate, and thought, I'm going to change the world now. And 3 months later, I found out that I could take the exam for the national board's coaching master's certificate. And I thought, well, that was going to be my goal because I wanted to be on their registry nationwide. And I started researching it, and you had to be in a selective course that they offer for this type of an exam for the master's. And at the time, I didn't qualify for it. So I just kind of put it on my list and kept moving forward. And then the people from the Health Coach Institute, they offer this master's program. They called me specifically. So I didn't graduate from high school. So this was a very proud moment for me. They called me specifically and asked me if I would like to enroll into this Pathways program, and it was going to set me up for this master's coaching board exam. And I was like, "What? Of course!" And so I did, and I think that this particular course, it changed me. It taught me how to listen. It taught me how to understand people better. It taught me how to really show that people have value. And I applied it to my life. And then, of course, it taught me how to create boundaries in my own life. Just so many different things. So, yeah, that's about that.
Yeah. So how long was the process? Because I know that the master getting on the national board, that's like a whole nother thing.
Mm-hmm.
But how long from like, okay, it's suggested I become a coach. How long was that training?
The first one was 12 months.
Oh my goodness. So this is like a big commitment. I mean, this is a
Yes.
business.
And in the
Right?
midst of all of it, I had to move in the middle of the winter. Move in with my daughter and my grandkids and work, and my car was breaking down, and like everything and anything that could get me to quit came at me, and I was like, nope. I wanted it too bad.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And now you have the Facebook group, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about the Facebook group.
It's the Strive to Thrive women's Facebook group that I'm just getting used to talking, like public speaking. Like, I feel like that is going to be something that I'm going to be doing. And I am just, I don't know, randomly talking about whatever happens to come up, being raw and hoping that, other women can relate to it, and just give a sense of hope, and that if someone is struggling, that they're not the only one. And sometimes it's pretty embarrassing because I'm pretty private, but it's actually helping me. I was thinking about it last night a little bit, and I'm starting to get out of my shell a little bit more. And I've made a goal for myself that last week I was going to hand out 4 of my brochures, and I handed out 2 of them.
Oh,
So
good
I'm
for
like,
you.
yay!
Well, let's talk about your brochure. Let's really put you on the spot
Okay.
now. Okay, tell us about your brochure, because this kind of lays out all of
Yes.
your services.
Yes.
We need to add some stuff.
Yes.
New stuff. Exciting new
Yes.
stuff. But in the
Yes.
meantime,
So the first thing I did was I made up business cards, and I just 100 of them, just boom, handed them out to everybody, because of course I'm gonna save the world, And nobody called me. Like, not one person called.
welcome to starting a business.
100 business cards, okay. So then I got an idea that I would create the brochure, and I am not too technically, or I don't know how to use a lot of these different programs and stuff. So I kind of taught myself through it, but I was pretty proud of it. So I offer one-on-one holistic coaching, which is the client led. I have like a 90-day transformation coaching program that each week there are topics like self-sabotage, saying yes to yourself and saying no to things, time management. And we just slowly go through each week, and it's the coolest thing. I love being a coach. I love being on the other side of, I do it remotely mostly, but if I need to I can meet one-on-one, but being on the other side of that screen and just seeing the light bulbs going off in individuals, and they're just like get so excited, it makes me super excited. I also do like the grief coaching. I have the weight loss. I have the money management, all career. I mean, it's endless of what I can do. So basically, what it is taking the 8 dimensions of the wellness wheel, and it's all it's all of the different dimensions of like balance within social relationships, your money, movement, all these things that we have to keep pretty balanced to have a good, happy, successful life. And that's the main goal, is me helping women. And I believe that I would like to start working with teenagers too, but there's little, I don't know, I think like I have to get parent permission from it first. But just working with women to get their lives balanced is like the main goal of however that looks like.
I think working with teenagers is an amazing idea.
Yes.
Especially because, and I know for me personally, that's when I started developing not so healthy habits around the age of like 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yes.
And if you can do like early intervention,
Yes.
then by the time they're 35, they won't have to work through the last 10 years,
Yes.
instead of like working backwards and working through stuff from a decade ago. Instead, they can focus on the next 10 years.
Yes.
So I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yes. I'm still working out all of the logistics with my business. There's, like I said, I'm street smarts. I'm not business smarts. So, like people like you, I ask for help, and just different individuals that I know that can help me with knowing exactly what I need to do. I've run a business before, but this is different. There's more things that I need to have in place. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, It's people's lives, right?
Yes.
Do you ever get freaked out by that?
Yes, I do. I mean, I'm like, excuse me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to have, at least $100,000 insurance. I was like, holy crap.
Oh, that's big. That's one of the
Yeah.
requirements.
Well, it's not one of the requirements. Like, you don't have to. You don't have to have a business license or anything, but to be legal, yeah, I feel like I should because the schools suggest it. So they had a whole business part and they suggested all these different things, especially because people can perceive this as therapy. And I have to make it very clear. So I have made up a contract and it says in there it's not therapy, but I can help refer you if that's what you need. And so I'm getting it together, but I would like to work with teen girls. I'm also enrolled in a art therapy practitioner course, and it's for emotional expressive art, and I'm super excited about that. And I'm going to start incorporating that once I get through it, with like the grief coaching and just offering different classes for anybody. So yeah,
That's exciting. I know a lot of the girls love art.
yes, yeah.
And you were telling me about a painting that you did.
Which one?
The one, I don't want to give away the surprise, but it was like
Oh,
I said, oh, maybe that could be like your logo. So tell us about that
yes.
painting.
Oh, yeah. Oh gosh, yes. This was really cool. I had just moved into a cabin and it was the first time that I was moving into my own place by myself and I had nothing. So I went to Savers. I bought this big, huge 10 by 10 canvas and I laid it on the floor and I was grieving so deeply and I didn't know how to process it. And so painting for me is a way to express. And so I spent 3 months and it with no like idea of what I was going to paint. And I started spray painting it and then I brought it in and just started going at it. So it ended up actually being this woman with the backside of her with her arms up like this. There's flowers on one side and I did plaster and there's flames on the other side. And after I got all done with it, my stepdaughter said that I should name it Rising from the Ashes. And she said that basically when she's looking at it, that it's me emerging out from the grief and the beauty and all of the crap, the shit, the grief, everything on the side. So it's like my prize. I'm putting gold flake in it now just to bring out the flames because the plaster is starting to fall off on it.
Is that symbolic though? That might be kind of
Yes, I
symbolic.
believe so because it's been 3-4 years I think since I did that, and yeah, like I'm an empress and I own it. And that's like the gold
Yeah.
into it. Yeah. Yeah.
And the hard plaster's coming off.
Right?
The shell.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. I like that. Yeah, that's hecka cool.
And I love that you use the word empress.
Yes.
So tell us what an empress means for you.
Oh my goodness.
Because I don't hear people use it. I hear goddess a lot, right?
Yes.
That's like a really popular one. But when you said empress, because I'm in the group, of course, when you said empress, I said, oh, I really like that. So how did you come across that word? What does that word mean for you?
Well, I was just really struggling with trying to find my power. Somehow I like when I was younger, I felt like I was, I had power. I wasn't scared and I can have everything, I could have everything that I wanted and make things happen. And then over the years through the domestic violent relationships and just being told that I'm never going to amount to anything, it crushed me down and I believed those beliefs. So part of the whole coaching thing too was breaking all of those beliefs and getting my confidence back and stepping out of the shadows. And I have this book that in the mornings I'll read. It's like a little positive affirmation, get you going type thing. and it talked about an empress, and that being an empress is like the strongest, most powerful woman that can be, and that goes alongside with an empress. And the way that they were talking about it, I was like, you know what? I am an empress. I'm not this person that has been made my beliefs that I'm not good enough. And at first, it was really weird for me to be like, I'm an empress, and own it, because it feels like I'm kind of conceited. But I'm glad that I decided to do that, because it really helped me to stand even more in my power, and um, just know that what I want in life, and that an empress deserves the highest worthiness and value. And so I'm like, put myself up there so I can transition out of these relationships that are not meeting that kind of a value in my life.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I think women are conditioned, we're conditioned to like be humble and to suppress our power. And I'm kind of tired of it.
Me too.
I think we all need to realize that we're all empresses. And just because you're saying you're an empress, it doesn't mean that you're saying another woman isn't, right?
Mm-hmm,
It encourages other women to be one. So I say go for it, girl. I love it.
I think I'm going to get some t-shirts made that has my logo on them, and then have Empress, and women can start wearing these t-shirts and owning it, because we are all empresses, and we deserve to own it and walk it, and say it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So you are a mom, and I know part of your journey is being a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you have for single mothers out there?
Allow yourself to have help if it's offered to you. Don't try to do everything by yourself. And just, love yourself through the whole thing, and give yourself some grace. Being a single mom, I think, is one of the hardest things that I ever did. And I could tell you a story. I was so stressed out, constantly stressed out. It's a big responsibility to have 3 teenage girls, and going to school and working, and then, dealing with your ex-husband stalking you, and all these different elements. And back in the day, there was the Dollar Tree here, and so I came down, and this just reminds me of, like, there's a lot of stuff that can just go and be like stressors. Like, you don't have to handle everything alone. I'm walking out, and I get into this car that looked exactly like mine, and my girls are standing out there, and they're like, and I'm all, get in the car now, get in the car, and they're like staring at me, and I'm like, what the hell? And all of a sudden and I look over, and there's this blanket that I don't know, and a hat that I don't know, and I'm sitting in someone else's car. And at that moment, I realized I need help. I've got too much on my plate, and I need to ask for help. And so that's what it took. And when I got out of the car, the people were walking out, and they're like all staring at me. It was like, embarrassing.
So that was like your turning point.
My turning point, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have the skills that you've learned becoming a coach helped your relationship or change your relationship at all with your daughters?
I feel like communication has gotten a lot better. I can listen better and hear them, and hear what they're trying to say to me, instead of, I'm mom and I know it all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're a single mom raising 3 kids, it kind of has to be that way, but sounds like now you're in a different chapter, and so that's good.
Yeah, I've got 5 grandkids.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
They're all girls, boys, mix?
I have 2 girls and 3 boys. Right? Yeah.
Sorry if that's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. 14 years old is my oldest, all the way down to 2.5 years old, little boy.
Mm-hmm. So you have a lot on your plate
Mm-hmm.
because you are doing your coaching business, which entails a Facebook group and becoming an Empress, and
Mm-hmm.
you're a mom and a grandma. So how are you juggling all this? Your coaching, do you use your coaching skills to help you juggle all of this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Sometimes I forget, but yeah, I have a lot of to-do lists. I use my calendar a lot. For me right now, I feel like it's a learning process. Like I'm trying to learn my balance and also remember that I also need to give myself some time and take a break and, get out and go walk in the woods. And like, I am a mule, but I can, go drink some water for a minute.
Yeah. Mules take vacations
Right?
too sometimes.
This one doesn't seem to know how.
And now you are entering your podcast journey.
Yes.
So tell us about that. Where did this idea come from? What do you hope it serves as?
Oh, when I was researching the different coaching schools, um, I came across TED Talks, and it was this advertisement about, if you want to learn how to get on TED Talks, let's take this short webinar. And it was like an hour of explaining what it was. And then he has an actual course that will teach you how to do TED Talks, and then it guarantees you to get on TED Talk. And I am not, this is a lot for me right here. I mean, this is scary. And a TED Talk, I'm all, but there's something inside of me that is like screaming that you need to get your story out there. This is what you're going to do, and you have no choice. You have things to share with other women to help other women. And so I did the little webinar. I decided that I was going to enroll in it, and then other things happened. And so I just kind of put it into, I have this goal journal that's about this thick that I just keep putting things in there, and just kind of wait on it. And I don't know, one day I was just doing my thing, and I thought, I could do my own podcast. I could do it. So then I asked ChatGPT, like, what would be a podcast name off of my Strive to Thrive? And it came up with Hot Mess to Success. And I thought, that is awesome. And so I have a coworker that every now and then I'll run into her office and I'll bounce something off on her. And she's like, I really like that. And the reason why I like that is because I want to interview women that have struggled through life just like me, and tell me their story and how they've gotten out of their hot mess, or they're striving currently to get out of their hot mess to get to success. And that can be, anything. It can be addictions, it can be divorce, it can be domestic violence. I mean, I see myself like down in San Francisco sitting in a bus stop talking to a woman that doesn't have a home, that lives in the homeless camp down there, and just hearing her story, which I've done this before, by the way. And I like, that's my family. I see that, like, if you see me holding my microphone, you better run, because I'll be beelining right for you. And I don't know. I really follow my intuition with a lot of things in my life, and it's always landed me right where I'm supposed to be and guided me. And I have this ability to be able to look at people and look in their eyes, and I can feel like their energies in their hearts and whatnot. And so I get drawn to different individuals, and I think that that's how it's going to happen. I already have a list of people. You're on the list of that, I'm going to start out with. But yeah, I'm just going to trust the process and run with it. I have no idea what I'm doing, and that's what's fun about it.
Right.
And as I am recording all of these different recordings on the Facebook group, it's like I record it, I don't go back and listen to it. I post it, and then once it's posted, then I listen to it, because I can't edit it, and I'm being real, and I'm learning how to open up to other people in this manner. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. Or,
It's nerve-wracking, huh?
It is what it is. But people, I feel like, respond better when they see the genuine and the authentic and the real and being so vulnerable. Like, my last post that I posted, that was pretty intense for me. But it helped me, and in a way, it's also helping me to be able to look back and go, okay, that, like, I need to change this, or that right there helped me, I guess, opening up and talking about that relationship, to look at it in a different way. And I've been holding it inside for so long that expressing it almost like took some of the bricks off of me. And I don't know. Yeah.
It's a good way to let stuff go.
Yeah, I guess. But it's also, I'm like nervous about putting so much personal stuff out there too. So again, I'm just trying to follow my intuition, and somebody obviously needed to hear that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I needed to rehear myself talk. I have no idea.
Well, it's out there now.
It is out there now.
But only on the private group. So it's not like you're, posting it like total public.
Yeah, but you never know. I mean,
That's true.
You never know what people share and how people have access. So I'm kind of like mindful about that too. But then it's like, you know what? This is my life. It's not about anybody else. And this is what I'm dealing with. And someone else's perception, it may not look like that to them, but it is affecting me in this manner. So I just put it out there.
Well, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Because you've really, when I first met you on Facebook, I didn't really see you post a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then you started posting videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like a sucker. Anytime I see a girl post a video, I'm like, hell yeah, girl. Because it does a lot for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it does a lot for your business because it lets women see you, just like you're saying, like your vulnerable side and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm excited to see where all of this goes.
Me too.
And the next big thing is the expo. You're going to be in the expo. So do you have any plans for like how you want your booth to go or what you hope to get out of it?
I'm hoping that I can get it all together, an expressive art class at some point. So
yeah.
I would like to do that. My granddaughter, she's going to share the booth with me, and she does a whole bunch of sewing stuff. I'm hoping to have t-shirts, some decals. I have somebody that made me a decal from my car, and I'm so excited. It's going to be official on my car. And just to be able to talk to women and just, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just throwing myself out there, figuring it out as I go.
Well, I think all of us at the expo are going to be meeting so many amazing people.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you'll get a lot of people joining your group. You might meet some women that you want on your podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows where life will take us?
Yeah. I'm learning that I can't isolate. I've been isolating for so long. And a lot of that was just, I had to learn about me and apply all that coaching stuff to me, and just pull myself back from people. But it's not getting me anywhere. And so now I need to get out there and expose myself. So yeah, I'm talking about things that are embarrassing on social media. All good.
Anything else that you'd like to spread awareness on or touch base on for your first episode of your podcast and also for the viewers of A Girl Business Podcast?
I think I just really want to encourage women to stand in their power. It is hard work, and it takes a lot to change those mindsets, but we all are beautiful individuals, and we have a lot to give to the world. And if anybody is in a domestic violent relationship, give me a call. I can help you get out. I can help with anything. If anybody is dealing with grief or, just stuck in ruts, I'm a good listener, and I don't tell anybody what to do. I help them to find what they need to do in life and encourage them and support them and cheer them on. And I get to watch it all happen. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And any other big goals that you're working on that we might be able to see come to fruition in the future?
Getting this art therapy practitioner course going, I put it on the back burner, and today I'm going to pull out all my art stuff and I'm going to start creating, and I'm going to share that. See how what comes out through this. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited about that.
And then I know you also, one of your goals is you want to go to Thailand.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your Thailand dream.
Yeah, so I have a friend that she's born and raised in Thailand, and she landed in Greenville.
So random, by the way.
So random.
Thailand to
Yes,
Greenville.
she actually was in Southern California, and her husband found her down there at a massage therapy or a massage massage place. And so anyhow, he brought her to Greenville and he married her, and she is just the sweetest thing ever. So they lost their home. They moved back to Greenville, and he had passed away, and so she's there still, and she started her own Thai massage school. So I worked with her in Taylorsville. I used to work at the salon there, and she did the Thai massages, and we just became best friends. And so she keeps asking me, you come to Thailand and you live with me and you help me with my school. And I'm like, okay. So for 2 years, I've been trying to save the money to get there, and of course, life. But I needed to keep doing what I'm doing with all the education and growing and changing within myself. I feel like that this is going to be an opportunity that's going to change my life. She's offered me to come live there, so I don't know. I might end up living there. But another coach, a very dear friend of mine, we have been talking about doing a wellness retreat together, and then the three of us over in Thailand. And so,
my gosh.
We'll see
Consider me your first client
you
for
got
that.
it.
I'm
Yep.
I'm pre-signed up.
Yep. I want to go play with the elephants on the ocean.
Oh, that would be so fun.
There's a resort there that you can stay in, and the elephants walk free, and like you can open up your doors and your windows when you wake up, and the elephants are there, and you can feed them. I'm just like,
oh my gosh. I think that is so possible to do.
Oh yeah,
it's so possible.
Yep.
And there's actually top secret information. There is going to be a travel agent on the podcast this season. So you two might be able to work some stuff out. Yeah. And yeah, soon I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for that because that sounds amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anything else that you'd like to touch base on, or?
I don't think so.
And if somebody is interested in your services, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
You can give me a call, or you can reach out on Facebook Messenger, email. I don't know if I want to give the information out or if I should.
I could put it in the description.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're interested in reaching Michelle, I'll put all that in description. And then if you want to join her private Facebook group, what are the requirements to join the group?
Just ask to be invited, and then I go through it and I accept it, because there was some men that were popping up on there. Of course, it was a learning thing. I didn't know what I was doing, so the whole private thing and everything, so I had to go through, and I'm like, no, you're off of here.
Right. I mean, like, no offense to the men, but this is a women's group. Like,
I want women to be able to feel comfortable that if they want to talk or post something, that they can. I want this to be a safe place for other women to reach out to other women and build relationships. That's the goal of that whole thing, besides me embarrassing myself.
And then where are you going to be publishing your podcast at?
I'm hoping Spotify and YouTube, and I think Apple, but again, I'm figuring it all out.
I haven't, I tried to do Apple Podcasts yesterday and it was like, okay, we're going to send you a code. And they never sent me a code. And I just got so frustrated. And I said, just forget it. I know for sure YouTube, I'll be on YouTube. The other ones, I don't know, girls. I'm not that inclined to like fight with a computer.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube if you really want to listen. So
I made a YouTube page or however it's called. But yeah, I'm teaching myself. So it might be a bit. So the first one will probably be on the Facebook group.
Yeah.
And then just go from there.
I think that's
Getting
wonderful.
used to this.
Yeah. And then the editing, that's like a whole beast. But it's a lot of work. But the good thing is once you get it, it's super repetitive. Okay. So like you do it a couple times and then you'll have the structure and
good.
You got this, girl. You got this.
I always got you too.
Yeah.
Help!
I'm right here coming to the pink studio. We got dogs everywhere. British Paul making world's loudest espresso. All right, girls. So I think that's a wrap for the first episode of the second season of A Girl Business Podcast and Michelle's first ever episode of Hot Mess to Thriving Success. So it was an honor to interview you for your first episode. And the girls now have an idea of what it is that you offer and your journey. And I'm so proud of you. Super excited for you. Your episode is going to air, I think it's March 20th. It's a Thursday. Okay. I'll let you know for sure. But yeah, that is a wrap. Be sure to follow Michelle on all the things that will all be in the description. Subscribe to A Girl Business Podcast, like, share, all that awkward social media stuff. And we will see you girls soon.
Okay.
Take 10. Take 10. I'm real professional.